Anyway, we are back again with CLG versus Na'Vi. We have a ProDota2 match where CLG is standing in the first place with having 10 matches played right now. Na'Vi in the fourth place with also having played 10 matches. And I do recall now that the ProDota2 League, every team has played each other twice. The first match was actually won by CLG. So,
Yep.
that was the week where Na'Vi got beaten 3 times. One time by
Mouse,
Infused,
or
Mouse,
no,
and CLG. Yeah.
remember Mouse beat him twice in that week.
Oh
They
yeah.
I think they lost
Yeah,
5.
okay.
Yeah.
So 5 matches or something. But let's see if they can pick that up again and actually win this one.
Now that Dendy has stopped playing Diablo 3 24/7, I think he's actually started practicing again. So.
They are actually boot camping right now in preparation of DreamHack. They're at Kiev, if I recall correctly. Or they were anyway. Oh, and I have a co-caster. You might have heard him just now. Grant, hi. Do you have a pet? That was my question.
I do have a pet, 2 dogs, 2 mutts from the pound.
You really have pets?
2 dogs.
Oh, I was not expecting an answer that, that said that you had pets.
Yep, adopted them both, saved them.
Cute. What's their names?
Sid and Ginger.
I can't tell if you're making the story up right now or if
not.
it's actually true. Okay. Well, anyway, we have bans and picks already. So we have a Darkseer, Nightstalker, Brewmaster ban from CLG, and then Lycan, and 3 jungler heroes out from Na'Vi with the Chen and the Furion as well. And a pickup for Broodmother already by CLG, and Na'Vi going for some pushing strength with Leshrac, and a Venomancer already as their assist, so not giving that much away for the strategy right now. That's what we will still have. Oh, we still have an Invoker in.
Windrunner
And a Windrunner. They don't want to pick the Invoker?
Tidehunter.
They really waste no time. They're in a hurry. Windrunner, Earthshaker, Tidehunter. What do you think about these picks so far?
I'm actually surprised with Enchantress still in the pool, neither of them getting picked up. Same with Invoker, but you can tell both teams are going for a push-like strategy. But with the Earthshaker pickup, you're definitely going to be seeing a hard carry now because he's that babysitter that just sits behind you and sees what happens.
Fisher every time something is looking fishy.
Yep, and the team fight on Na'Vi is huge already, and the pushing power, so you're going to see a lot of mid-game engagements with both teams in this game.
Yeah, apart from, of course, CLG being then, well, actually they have a Broodmother, which is normally one of those heroes that's, like, silent on the side, continuously stealthy pushing. But then if they also go for a hard carry, that's another one that they want to have stealthy on the side, but then continuously farming. So they only have, like, mid-game, they'll only have, like, 3 heroes, unless they go for something like a Mirana, which can already shine mid-game. Maybe. Or Queen of Pain would do it too.
Yep. It looks like we might be seeing a Windrunner Earthshaker lane, so yeah.
Yeah, they could still pick up a jungler or something, unless they really want to go for a tri lane with the Windrunner Earthshaker, Queen of Pain in the middle. Shadow Demon being picked up by Na'Vi, as we see a Lich and a Anti-Mage ban and a Death Prophet and a Lone Druid. Figured I'd say them because, they were so fast. Otherwise we would have forgotten them.
Yep, this is how picks are meant to be done. It's all I don't know how CLG picks, but I know with Na'Vi, Puppy does all the picks completely. He doesn't discuss with his team anything. He does the picks he sees fit best, which is actually a lot different from a lot of pro teams who will discuss among each other. But Puppy does it all completely silent. So it's actually kind of interesting.
It's just distributing your playing that, no question asked. So what do you think we'll see people play then? Because I don't see that mid hero yet for Na'Vi. Well, they probably still pick it up if they have Leshrac mid, maybe. Yeah, they could have Leshrac mid and a tri
Or
lane.
they could be having they might be having the Shadow Demon go mid, actually. A lot of American teams have been doing it lately, including EG. He's such a powerful mid.
Yeah,
he's a really powerful mid hero.
If you go for that Shadow Poison, then yeah, it's really annoying to deal with. And I guess they're gonna solo a Tidehunter versus Broodmother. Oh.
It's actually, I called this completely opposite. I said one team was going to have that one hard carry, and I said CLG, but
it's going to be Na'Vi instead. I have not seen a Spectre in ages.
I haven't either.
That's quite interesting.
And
she needs so much farm, too.
Yeah, but with an early game, if you can get an early, like a 15-minute radiance, I mean, by 15 minutes, you're just barely out of the early game, and with farm like that, she can become a mid-game, like, beast.
Well, we'll see if they manage to do that. Do you want any capitals in your name? Because I just have to add it in the overlay. Or
Yeah,
just a
it's
G.
just the G, the D, the G, and the T.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm needy. And Lacoste actually disconnected. Hopefully he comes back.
Yeah, and we actually have to wait until everybody picked up their hero before we're gonna go into the game, and we're probably gonna see instant pause after that. No? Yes, there we go. We do have an instant pause. So I was right. So I was definitely right, because we are going to see Leshrac in the middle with Tidehunter facing the Broodmother. Tidehunter being played by Light of Heaven, and Dandy, of course, not Leshrac. And then we have probably a triple lane with Puppy on the Shadow Demon, Arsart on the Venomancer, and a Vorst on the Spectre.
Yep, that's gonna be a powerful lane. But versus Quap, it'll actually cut the efficiency of it in half. But the Spectre's gonna get free farm.
Yeah, especially, and probably maybe First Blood also with Shadow Demon there. Shadow Demon combinations. Shadow Demon is usually the one that gets the First Blood with the disruption, and a Gale afterwards. There's almost no getting away from that one.
Yep, except with the Quap, so it'll be a nice counter up there.
Yeah, that depends though. If he's gonna face the Queen of Pain, maybe Queen of Pain is gonna be in the middle lane, and then the Windrunner tri lane with the Crystal Maiden and the Earthshaker there too.
That is possible, but a lot of people have been doing with Quap. You send your Flying Courier up top and scout out, and you blink into the trees where they can't see you, and you can leech a lot of experience. But the other team will see your level 2, and they'll bring their own Flying Courier. It's some advanced tactics.
It's very advanced. I have to say, I have not seen it that advanced yet.
EG's been doing it a lot, and I watched a lot of their scrims, so.
Okay. It'll be interesting to see if they manage to pull that off at DreamHack.
Yep. Can't wait for DreamHack while we're paused. Who do you got winning it all?
It's tricky. I haven't seen a V play at their full strength yet since their dip. And it feels like a lot of teams are out of form right now. Especially after the international qualifiers, like almost every team that didn't win is like out of shape that played there. So that's like all the underdogs kinda. But they might want to go at it hard again to pick it up. And I don't know actually if which teams are going to be there with bring your own computer competition, because of course last year a team from one of those teams won the competition.
Yep, it's gonna be.
Because they already invited Infused and the Tough Bananas.
Yep, I think those two will both have a good showing. What about did Kada already qualify? They did.
Yeah,
right?
they did. I
think there'll be a nice dark horse there.
Same. Yeah, they can be really surprising, even though they were out of the international qualifiers fairly fast. But they can come back at full strength, and if you let them have those kind of combinations that really work, they have awesome teamwork. That's basically their strength. And we have a nice stumpy career. And do you want to introduce CLG, by the way, who's playing what?
CLG is on the Radiant side, and we have Lacoste first off going top. His Broodmother looks like they're in a 5-man roam top first off, like normal. And Quap, is that me? That's Pycat, PJ, aka PJ, whatever you want to call him, Pajak. And then we have Miracle on the Earthshaker, one of his signature heroes. And then Misery will be playing the Windrunner, so I think we will be seeing Windrunner top instead of Quap. And then Aki will be playing the support Crystal Maiden. So, how do you think they're gonna lane CLG right here? I'm actually.
Well, normally you'd be given a hint of it, since one will stay bottom for that solo bottom lane.
Oh, we have a 5B.
Are they scout each other now? But do they want to go in? They have disruption. They have a Fisher though. Disruption. Fisher going down, Gale going down, Misery being stunned instantly, has to Windrun herself out of this one, and Tidehunter in a lot of trouble as Pika tries to get one more last right click on him, and there's the blink. Gush is there, but that's the first blood going to Pika, but he is gonna go down too. Dandy taking that one, and that is 1 for 2 actually, as who else died in that mess?
He was denied. Someone was denied.
Yeah. Oh, but Aki is still gonna go down. Fisher will delay it though. Will they get the Venomancer instead? Look at all the poison slides. Aki, is he gonna be able to get away from that one? No, he's not. Spectre getting a hit. Force having a good start already towards his Radiance. Windrunner got denied, you said?
Windrunner did get denied by Earthshaker, I believe.
Nice. With that Gale on, that's totally possible.
Yep, that would have been a first blood too. He actually got denied before the tide went down.
I guess that's the only comfort for CLG right now, that they got the first blood, but they actually lost 2 heroes and they're gonna counter towards straight away.
He seems right when he plays it. That's hurt. That hurts.
Yeah, but you see, if you see, well, you can see people placing the wards, because if you place the wards in front of someone, you don't see the ward, but you see the disruption of the earth.
Exactly. And one thing to note during that fight, the web you see in the right in the jungle that Brood placed.
Oh, wait a second. Misery, is he gonna get away from this one? I think he is. Oh, this is gonna be such a tricky tri lane.
It is. This is gonna be, and with the advantage Havost already has, it's gonna be ridiculously hard for CLG now.
Yeah, especially also with the experience gain he got. He's level 2 now, Rest still level 1. And they weren't in range for the kill on Tidehunter either. It's just Queen of Pain that was there.
Yep, and that was Broodmother's fault. He actually cut down the trees when Tidehunter was blocked off by ES, and when he laid the web, it cut down the trees, which allowed him to run, which actually hurt them a lot.
And it looks like we have a Broodmother in the mid lane versus Leshrac. That was not what I was expecting. If Queen of Pain is solo bottom versus the Tidehunter, as I was expecting that Navi was planning on having that Tidehunter facing the Broodmother. And now Tidehunter is having a quite awkward lane, I would imagine, the Tidehunter versus the Queen of Pain.
Yep. That's going to be a way harder challenge than it would be versus a Broodmother. But Brood's going to have a way bigger challenge mid, I think, with the smaller lane. Like, you know, smaller placement of mid lane. Oh, they are going to switch up here, look at.
Yeah, there we go. Knight of Heaven moving towards the mid lane. I wonder if CLG is going to switch it afterwards again as well. I don't think so, but it would be funny, because then you'll probably see Light of Heaven switch up again with Dandy.
Yep. I don't think they'll lane switch anymore. They don't want to lose any more experience, especially CLG after the big fight early.
It looks like oh, Earthshaker just laid down a blind fisher. Well, they do have a ward there. It's kind of awkward. Well, at least they're getting some experience with the lanes being brought below their tower, the creeps at least. But that disruption is just a kill waiting to happen almost.
An instant kill on either Crystal Maiden or Earthshaker if he gets it off.
Yeah, Misery being the only one that I would be able possibly to get away from that one.
Yeah.
So we do see ours are double stacking, so he can get that lane back into towards their tower.
And a tri-lane versus a tri-lane, if you're allowed to pull like that, that's just a huge advantage. In like a solo lane versus a tri-lane, you never block the pull, but in a tri-lane versus tri-lane, you should definitely block the pull, and they didn't. That's going to hurt them a lot.
Yeah, they only have counter warded so far. Well, they have one ward there, but it's probably mostly to block that one camp. Does it actually block the camp, or is it purely?
It does block the camp, I believe. It goes like to block a camp. It does block it. I was about to go into some massive theory crafting, but I'll just say it does.
It blocks it. Okay, I'll trust that one. Well, they have been playing very careful though, not to get caught out by that Shadow Demon again. Even though I do expect him to try to find someone to disrupt again, because they have the lane advantage now, as in. Everybody's on their court. Everybody's on their terms. Oh, Earthshaker, disruption, Shadow Poison there, but there's no Gil. There is a Gil, there's the Gil. Nova is gonna try to force them away, and there's and that's a Windrunner kill shot on the Spectre. As Earthshaker's still on the run, and will probably die. He has 3 stacks of Shadow Poison on him. Poppy taking the kill for that one, but that's a 1-for-1, and that's a trade for a Spectre. Good trade for CLG.
That was huge. Spectre didn't expect to take that much damage. You could tell. She just disappeared.
Yeah. All mana on Crystal Main gone, but definitely worth it.
Yeah, and what do you think about the Orb of Venom pickup on Spectre?
What? Oh, I didn't.
Orb of Venom on Spectre.
Oh, that's
no
good.
No boots or anything.
Go aggressive, it says.
Yep.
Let's go aggressive. Well, apart from first the Windrunner they can, but he took so much damage from that Nova and that Frostbite. It's like quite squishy, even though it does have a shield. I think he had that before as well, but I'm not sure. I'm just checking out Lacoste versus Light of Heaven in the middle lane. 9-for-1 on the Tidehunter, 30-for-0 on the Broodmother. So Lacoste, of course, having the better early lane as well with versus the Leshrac. But even now, Tidehunter not able to deny that much.
Nope, he is not. And surprisingly, the Broodmother that got first blooded is actually the first one to level 6. It's kind of funny.
Yeah, Broodmother got first blooded, no? Oh yeah, Tidehunter got 2.
Tidehunter did, yeah.
Yeah, and he will get level 6 soon.
Yep.
So just in the cost, leeching some health back from the creeps. And we have a semi-lane switch. Miracle has rotated to the bottom lane and is gonna, well, maybe try to catch out the Leshrac, who's not here anymore.
And we have a smoked puppy and Benno and someone TPing in, so it's gonna be a counter gank.
Because we kind of missed Leshrac going down here, by the way.
Yep.
Leshrac went down to the Queen of Pain.
No, we said that. Remember when they switched lanes, Tide and Lesh? They switched lanes a while ago.
Yeah, but I didn't see that they died.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yep.
And this is like a gank setup waiting to happen. But I think they died at the same time as Earthshaker died on the top lane.
Yep.
So kinda missed that one. Earthshaker spotting out, I believe, the Venomancer, so he knows something's there.
Yep.
The ward.
And they're wasting a lot of time right now, just sitting bottom lane doing nothing.
Yeah, and they're still level 3 also. So it's just that, well, and of course Queen of Pain sitting there, invisible.
That hurts.
Getting the experience for free. 3 versus 1. It's quite painful.
Yeah, oh, but we're gonna have an engagement here with that TP from
Aki. Crystal Maiden in. Does she actually want to go for this Shadow Strike? But disruption on the Queen of Pain will slow them down. Fisher still landing on Dandy, but I don't think they're gonna be able to follow up on that one. They have seen Aki now too, because they just put down a Plague Ward, so they know it's now tri lane versus tri lane, as bottom lane, top lane is gonna continue solo lane Spectre versus a solo lane Windrunner.
Yeah,
well, Windrunner definitely will have a more comfortable time.
And Brood is just getting complete free farm middle, especially farming the jungle with his creeps and not being denied at all middle with him actually harassing Light of Heaven out of lane, so he's gonna get big fast.
Yeah, it will. I assume it will change as soon as Na'Vi is gonna force some team fights, because with the Tidehunter at level 6 they can do that now, and they do have the better team fight, especially since Earthshake is not level 6 yet, because he is still level 4, even though his Fisher is of course still very impact heavy, but not as heavy as a Ravage.
And top lane though, Spectre's still pulling for himself, so he's still getting plenty of farm even with that. Even going up against Windrunner, but Windrunner has phase boots now, and that's gonna put a lot of damage out on him.
It's gonna be tons of runs, but she is not doing bad at all. She has 34 last hits for 11 and 27 on the Spectre, so.
And she got the kill on Spectre.
Not unimportant either. Oh, Tidehunter. Nah, it's gonna get away. It's gonna get away. Okay. Yeah. We might have something on the bottom lane. Queen of Pain hasting. Oh, there's a Nova. There's the Shadow Strike. Disruption there too. Soulcatcher lands on Aki though. Queen of Pain just taking the kill of the Shadow Demon and then backing off. Aki is just in no damage, no trouble whatsoever, even though she got the Soulcatcher. But it looks like Na'Vi did not want to chase that one. Clever choice though. Would be Fisher up again as well.
And the Gale missed on the Quap. Not like it would do much while she was hasted anyways, so.
Yeah, that's painful. Couldn't really chase that one. Well, maybe they could have gotten a kill on the Crystal Maiden with that Soulcatcher on, but it's just not something you really want to try to for, especially since it's only a Crystal Maiden, not worth dying for, not worth diving for. Light of Heaven getting forced back to the base. Spawn Spiralings with a Soul Ring is just not a pretty sight.
Denied.
This is not going Navi's way. They have a way more aggressive lineup, even with a Spectre. The other 4 heroes are just so much more aggressive, and they're just getting counter-ganked and out-ganked this whole time.
Yeah, they started out so well, but as soon as CLG realized, okay, we do not want to get caught up with this, they played so carefully that the whole lineup for the whole tri-lane on top lane did not really work out anymore for Na'Vi. They played too careful.
And it was great lane switching by CLG at the very beginning, and Na'Vi had to waste time to re-switch again, so it was a good job by CLG.
Yeah, we might have a incoming gank on the top lane. We have Tidehunter moving there too, though. And I think he just...
with the ward.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Shadow Demon. There's a Frostbite. Hello, Misery. Power Shot will be there shortly too, but is it even needed to take him down? It's not. Well, it is still used. Ravage there hits on 2 heroes, and they're gonna kill off Misery, and they're gonna kill off the Crystal Maiden as well as Venomancer helped out there too. And wow, Earthshaker, is he gonna able to do something? No, Edict still killing him off, and that's 3 for 0 for Na'Vi.
It was 3 for 1. Shadow Demon actually did die.
Oh yeah, but he is up again because he's a Shadow Demon. He's only level 4.
I hate to be the bearer of what went wrong, but Earthshaker stunned the already dead Shadow Demon and not the 2 heroes coming top lane, and he could have blocked him off easily, and that was...
He did not see them coming. I mean, Windrunner was still on the stairs, so did not see up on that higher ground, and that's just such a big risk.
That's true, but I mean, there's no need to waste a stun even on the 50 HP Shadow Demon.
No, that's why I was curious if there was gonna be a power shot, but there was, which maybe there shouldn't have been either.
Yeah.
The dead Shadow Demon, level 4 as well. Just a free kill.
It's fun watching middle. Everyone just keeps going middle, and one spawn broodlings and puppies at half HP. It's rough for him right now.
It is. Well, I think Lacoste is having a fun game. Middle. He's probably not playing middle on his Broodmother that often. Even though his Spirelings are gonna get killed off by all the Shadow Poison going through now, so this is actually a better lane right now for Puppy. If he would have been there from the start, that is.
Yeah, and he's getting a lot. He just got a full level from only Spiderlings, so he's pretty happy right now.
Yeah, he's just gonna sit there and spam that stuff.
I don't think we'll see another giant. We might see an engagement top. I doubt we'll see an actual engagement until Tide's Ravage is up. He's just one of those heroes you just... Right when his Ravage is up, you'll see him smoke up, go his 5, and pick up quite a few kills every time.
Try to force a team fight. 3 on 5, preferably, I guess.
And Earthshaker, you think would kind of be the same hero, but without a Blink Dagger, he's way worse of an initiator than the Tidehunter. So
yeah, and he needs so many creeps around. I mean, Tidehunter is just it's just a lot more effective that way, always doing the same, and Earthshaker being dependent on what's around there in the team fight. Even though, of course, his Fissure is a lot more useful than a Gush, even though, of course, the Gush is still useful too. Anchor Smash, but still. I wonder when we see Lacoste going off his lane, because he's not really pushing right now.
He is.
Hey, Struun. Well, speak of the devil. What the hell?
And they see the ward, they can actually another counter ward by CLG top, so they're doing a good job keeping Windrunner safe up there.
Yeah, and they're gonna see if they can force a team fight now that they know that the Ravage is... Oh, actually, Ravage is back up again. A lot of damage being done to Spectre, being frostbitten. Aki out of position. Is he gonna go down? No, 2 Shadow Poison. He probably will go down. There's a Ravage finishing him off. Hitting actually on 4 heroes of CLG, maybe even 5. Blinky and Queen of Pain. Arthur going down. Sonic Wave killing off 2. Double kill for Pycat.
Travels faster than sound.
And that is a win on a team fight for CLG side, even though there was a Ravage, but that's just outnumber. That is just outnumbering.
Radiant's middle tower.
Spectre was not able to do anything.
That ulti by Lacoste, you could just see it barely hit that Tide. That was a perfect ulti and blink in.
Yeah, you mean by Pycat, right?
Pycat, yeah.
I was thinking,
these Europeans, man, they get me.
Yeah, and they just have weird names. You're forgiven, like a 1.
Thank you. Even though Lacoste is clearly on Brood, like.
Yeah, it's okay, it's okay. And he is probably building towards his BKB just to make sure that he can stay alive in that Ravage too. Nope, there we have it. I mean, through a hammer. Just needs his recipe now. And of course, there's a lot of disable coming out from Na'Vi, so as soon as those teamfights really start being only teamfights rather than trying to get ganked and only 5 on 5 teamfights, then at least Broodmother will still be able to do her thing.
I'm surprised there's so few towers down this game with a Broodmother and a Leshrac.
That is true, even though we might see the bottom tower falling right now because there's 4 heroes of Na'Vi deployed for that, and Pycat being disrupted. He's split out of position but would be able to blink away, or is he? No! Perfectly lined up stun by Dandy. Blink away still happens, but he is still gonna go down. Shadow Demon, Shadow Poison will do the job. And the tower goes down and the rest of CLG thinks, well, let's not go in for that one.
Yep. That's a huge gold switch with the tower going down and them all getting assists. It's about 500 gold for about 350 for all of them. And that's huge.
It is, and I'm just talking about gold just made me realize I haven't put up the gold graph like for the entire time, but with that tower we see it spike down more towards the 0 line.
Oh, 1,400 switch right there in that fight.
Yeah, even though I have to note Na'Vi is 1 tower ahead.
Yep, they are now.
Because somehow Broodmother's tower got pushed. I did miss that.
Yeah, right when he left that lane, because Dendy wasn't at that team fight they just lost. He was pushing the mid tower instead.
Okay, yeah. And that's why they lost the team fight. If Dendy would have been there, it might have been a different answer to that team fight, different outcome rather.
It would have, yeah. But sometimes you do trades, you perspective kind of thing.
Yep, and at least Spectre didn't die. That's
Yeah,
of
that
course
was
very important too. And she has her Vanguard up now too. Still has that orb. Not be able to put it to very good use yet. And we have a smoke up from Gank Team CLG. Or Shaker Crystal Maiden. They're just gonna ward, I think. Oh, yeah, there they are.
It's a good call. People always think smoking's just for ganking. It's really useful for warding, doing Roshan, a lot of littler things.
Yep, and they might. Dandy. What are you gonna do?
What is he gonna do?
What is he gonna do? He's gonna be away. He's gonna. Oh, Fisher still lands. Is there gonna be anything else? No, PP will scare them off as Earthshaker just gets an initiation. Is gonna go down most likely. Leshrac Lightning taking the last hit, and Misery Aki getting away as fast as they can. As Tidehunter look to be wanting to do a Ravage because, you know, he has it again.
Yup, and it's huge. That was.
Forced, getting a Frostbite. Is he overextending? He is.
Yes.
He is in a lot of trouble right now. Misery chasing him with a wind run. Still slowed, but he will be back at full speed. Power shot will not hit. Nice evasion. Leshrac killing off the wind runner with a gush on the low ground. Where did Leshrac go to? Oh, there he goes. Dandy still getting the Crystal Maiden. Double kill for Dandy.
That was beautiful.
That's
Dire's
Yeah.
bottom
Haste
tower
Rune being
is
put to
under
good
attack.
use.
A perfect. We'll say debate. A
Dire's
perfect
structures
8
are
by
fortified.
Havos there.
I do think it wasn't intentional though.
It was not, but it was perfect.
You never know. You never know. Of course,
Dire's
maybe it was
bottom tower
intentional.
has
I don't
been
know.
denied.
He already used his ultimate at that time too to get there as fast as he did. He couldn't really go anywhere else either. In the meantime, on the top lane, he is there now again, getting harassed on by Lacoste, just forced out of the lane again.
And
Lacoste is probably
Havos
gonna
farm is surprisingly good considering the lane he's been against, and he's been against a Brood, he's been against a Tri lane, and he still managed to pull off Phase Boots, Vanguard, and the Orb of Venom. So
Yeah, he's got 301 gold per minute, which is not the highest on his team. That's Dandy right now, but then he has been getting more
The
free,
harder
a lot
lane.
more for free farm than Spectre has at least. But there's actually still 3 people above that gold per minute on the Radiant side, with less towers. Oh no, actually now they're even on towers again because the bottom tower also went down. Bottom
top
tier one.
lane.
There's gonna be a Fisher, yes there is, not hitting the Spectre though, but blocking off maybe a little bit. Demonic Purge on Misery, Misery getting a disruption. Soul Catcher, are there gonna be any force ups though? It was he doing that on purpose, trying to get the block in? That's so easy to do, or at least sometimes that just happens with disruption. You can block people in with the illusions next to a tree. But I guess did not work this time. And of course
This is
that's why you
so
have
good.
Phase Boots also.
This is so good for Nog right now. They're wasting 5 people's time top while they get bottom tower.
Disruption to save a teammate. Ravage in the meantime hitting on 3 heroes of CLG. Giving his life is what Tidehunter does for that one. And is there gonna be anything in return? Dandy is gonna go down to Lacoste. Echo Slam being used to try to get a force. Is he gonna be able to get away from this one? Spawn Firelings with a lot of damage. Misery in the meantime not able to TP out. And a force still alive is gonna try to TP out. And there's not gonna be a cancel for that one from the Broodmother, who has his BKB completed. Queen of Pain, is she still gonna get the Venomancer? Yeah, Lacoste wants it, that's for sure. Was there a try to deny it? I think there was. What's that kill? Kill missing. But our side at least gonna be able to get away from that one.
Wow.
Lacoste is not gonna be able to get away from Dandy though. Dandy
Yep, that
just
was a
making sure he gets the kill.
And that was a buyback from Dandy, but completely worth it to get 2 more kills. So
Yeah. Definitely. Of the ones that stay behind trying to get the kill on our side but did not get it. So overextension from CLG side, even though they did end up kinda winning that fight semi. They didn't get the tower though.
yeah, and they did get the tower bottom, so it was definitely a win for Navi. Because they pushed the tier 2 tower and TP'd right back. And the Ravage was like 0.1 second late before the Broodmother BKB'd, or else that would have been a completely different fight even.
Yeah, he didn't get hit by that, right? He just went through.
No,
Yeah.
he BKB'd as the Ravage was going off. It was perfect. That fight would have been completely different if Brood couldn't get BKB off.
Yeah, and of course, Tidehunter did advertise his Ravage just a little bit, so he could see that. They didn't want to go on this stun, landing on Misery. He will have Wind Run though, will it be enough? I think it will. Just forcing him back.
That would have been a... He didn't get his soul... He didn't do Soul Catcher before Dandy did all spells, which... Should have, but you know.
Yeah, there would have been a lot more extra damage on Misery.
It is only level 1 still though with the Shadow
Dire's
Poison
middle tower has
Shadow
been
Poison
denied.
build.
I normally only see that Shadow Poison build on solo laning Shadow Demons, I have to say. But maybe with the Broodmother there, they just wanted to make sure that they could get all those firelings with that one.
Yep, I've only seen Puppy and Fluff and stuff from Complexity are the only two who swear by poison still. Those two.
With last team fight, by the way, definitely going in favor of Na'Vi, but still only 1k gold difference. Experience is a bit more in favor for them, but still not over 2k yet. It's very even.
Yep.
And it will be probably late game that's gonna decide this game, and in that case,
Spectre.
yeah, exactly. She will get bigger and bigger, and we will see the reason why Spectre at some point was favorite of all.
You like that wall middle?
Yeah, Penman's I saw it. Like maximum amount is 8, can continue 7, can continuously keep 7 up. 8 cannot walk past it.
I'm surprised they actually haven't tried Roshan yet with Venomancer wards, and we might see that soon, but it doesn't look like they want to try it anytime soon, so.
Nope. Well, I think actually the Radiant would have tried it first, maybe with Lacoste there to to life drain while tanking Roshan.
Yeah.
But still, he is already level 13. You're right. It's quite well late for Roshan.
Yeah.
Even though CLG might think about it, they have smoked up though. Gonna place the ward.
And Dendy might be in trouble here. He's gonna be in trouble, you know.
Fisher, blinking, Shadow Strike. What the? What?
You hurt the one.
Sonic
Oh.
Wave, Echo
Yeah.
Slam.
Well, Opa
They
Dendy.
wanted that one dead. They wanted Dendy dead. And, well, they got him. But overkill. Smiley face. He was so happy getting that kill.
The European smiley face. I love that. Just
No,
the
no. I will
early
correct
thing.
you on that one.
What is it?
The East
The
European
Ukrainian?
smiley face.
Yeah, no, just the East.
No, East European, yes. Just the East.
I like it. It's a cute smiley face. Only the mouth.
Yeah. Well, you can pretend like the
Well, I think that's the
Counter-wording.
point. Yeah, that the colon after the name is. Yeah.
exactly. Nice counter wording from CLG once again, as he did get the tier 3 tower on top lane finally.
Tier 2.
But, tier 2, that's what I meant, yes. And 2300 gold up on the Broodmother once again, as he's probably building towards the Manta style for some reason, I think that. Actually, he would have already bought something from it. Maybe.
What did he? No, I don't. Not yet. It doesn't look like.
Well, would he still get an Orchid now? It's like a bit late, even though of course the
It's-
silence is always useful, especially if you're versus a Tidehunter, you want to stop him from ravaging and kill
It's
him off
tr-
before.
But I think they're gonna try to aim down Tidehunter because if Tidehunter gets Orchided, but he takes enough damage, his Kraken Shell will actually take it off, and it's not that useful against him this late in the game. Kraken Shell debuff is really good against Orchid.
Yeah, so... Well, they can try. And since we spoke about Navi, about Roshan, it looks like Navi is actually dewarding and warding, but although the dewarding is not actually getting the ward from CLG, but they are gonna go for Roshan.
They didn't see him go in, so
Regeneration.
the ward's too far away to see the hill by Roshan.
That's true, it's like this line right here.
But he has to spot him, yep.
Demonic Purge, Fisher going down. There's a dagger also hitting on the Earthshaker. Gale does hit also, just barely though, but he is gonna go down for sure. But Forrest getting a killing spree for that one, as he's now 4 for 1. He actually has 10 assists. That's very painful on
And there is
Spectre.
no way for them to fight the Roshan fight now without Earthshaker. Well, apparently they think they can, so we're gonna see.
Cost is well, apparently Na'Vi thinks they can too, or at least they don't think it's worth losing heroes over, so they're gonna back out too. Probably just waiting until Earthshaker's back up, maybe forcing a team fight. I mean, they do have the Ravage, and they, if timed properly, they would be able to take the fight.
And look at this, Havost has his Sacred Relic and 1.1k, so one more creep wave and he's gonna have a Radiance, and that's gonna be huge.
It is, and that's gonna be like the start for Na'Vi to start pushing harder, like as a group,
Definitely,
probably. Or maybe with Spectre, of course, still on the side farming, but then TPing in with his Haunt. that could be the case. Let's redo it. Well, Roshan's being left alone once again.
Yep.
That's a bit...
Poor guy.
Yeah. Like thinking finally getting some action, but no.
Nope. Look at it. Have you ever looked at his portrait? He's a pretty evil-looking guy.
He has only one eye.
Yep.
He's a Cyclops. Oh, Misery. Gonna be getting a stun, gonna be getting Nova and everything. But Windrunner will save him though. Haste Rune as well, of course. Shackle doesn't like Light of Heaven being turned into a piglet. Dandy in some trouble, but still able to make it out. Well, what's Earthshaker doing? He wants to get his Echo Slam up. There we go. And is he actually gonna kill Dandy up? No, he's not. Ravage only landing on Aki though. Queen of Pain blinking over, still wanting to get the kill, and Dandy actually gets it, but is gonna pay for it with her life as we have 4 for 1 in favor of Na'Vi. And all that to get one less Shrek.
Yep, that was... After they didn't kill the, that was just really good.
Yeah,
by Na'Vi.
Radiant stuff by Spectre, by the way. All the little spiderlings from Broodmother are very sad right now.
Oh, yep, he is gonna... Inspector didn't even ulti into that fight, just continue farming, and they won it 4 for 0, so...
Yeah, it was a really awkward fight, though. It started as a 2-on-1 gank, and then Windrunner got away, but then others joined in one by one and just got picked off.
It was an awful place to fight, because the tier 2 tower's still up bottom, and they were fighting so close to it, so every hero could get there from Na'Vi, and not every hero could get there from CLG.
Yep, and it looks like CLG doesn't want Na'Vi to have the Roshan, even though he is gonna go down. He has got that medallion up, debuff up to stun. Is not gonna land on Lacoste. Lacoste is gonna go for it though, or is he? No, he's at least forcing everybody away from the Roshan pit. Or are they now no longer intimidated? Frostbite on Shadow Demon. Shadow Demon is probably gonna go down. Crystal Main taking last hit. Stun from the Shrek not hitting with Earthshaker in a lot of trouble. He doesn't have an Echo Slam. What is he gonna do? Tied on to finishing him off. In the meantime, Nova there too, and there's the Aegis who got picked up by the Queen of Pain, but is gonna go down too. And is she gonna go down again? No, she blinks up to the higher ground. It's Crystal Main still dropped for her, but at least Na'Vi didn't get the Aegis. So that is at least one comfort that CLG can have, but still.
Yeah, they got the Radiant got the Roshan kill.
Yeah.
Yes, they did. Quap did really well there.
Indeed, but team fight definitely won by Na'Vi. I mean, they didn't even have a Ravage for that one, but they didn't really need it either. It's walking in one by one, and Broodmother actually dying. Picked up an Eagle Song as well. Shackle, well, it's not gonna do anything. Just harass. Okay.
Doing 5 damage a hit to the
Yeah.
Spectre before disruption in a Vanguard.
Yeah. Every little bit helps. Oh, take a look at the gold graph. I was not expecting it to be so much in favor of CLG again before that team fight, but it was 2K. Of course, they did took down a top tier 2 tower. Oh, Dandy is gonna take a kill on Aki, and is gonna also take a kill on the Earthshaker. It was actually a double kill with Spectre helping out there with his Hunt. Took one of the kills on the Crystal Maiden.
And Quap kills Shadow Demon top, and they're gonna chase him. I don't think they'll get him. They won't. Unless Dandy, he is hasted.
Blink.
Uh-oh.
There he is. Haste Rune almost running out though. Stun is landing. Lightning there too. Nova there too. Blink off cooldown again though, but is it gonna be enough?
Haste wears off.
There's Misery. Just forcing back. Shackle not latching, but it's not needed to.
Yep.
That will be CLG staying alive.
Yep. If Dendy's haste wore off right at the end, if he had 5 more Saints on a haste, Quap was dead.
Yep. Definitely true, and Gold Graph is staying even right now. Even though the Experience Graph tells the story better. That is definitely true. 5K in favor of Na'Vi. And that's the way I was expecting Gold Graph to be too, because they have been winning almost every team fight.
Yeah, they've been, even without Ravage, they've been winning team fights.
Yeah. And Pipe actually up on a Titan Hunter now too, so Queen of Pain Sonic Wave won't do as much damage as it did before. Don't think they had it up before that one either. And is Broodmother actually going for a Butterfly? Oh, she is going for a Force anyway, but she's not going to be fast enough for that one.
Nope.
Phase Boots, Spunk Firelings. He's not even going to try to fight it, because of course there was a lot of supporting coming from CLG, even though he did not know that. But he's just going to take the high road, TPing out of there.
Yep, and that's the one good thing about Spectre and Morphling are 2 of the same carry heroes who have natural built-in TPs, so they're one of the few heroes who are allowed to just go and farm off alone. They can be to a fight within a second of it starting. It's really helpful for a hard carry to have something like that.
Haunt and a replicate.
Yep.
It is. You can just continue farming until you really need it. And so far, has it been really needed? So far, he's only TP'd in to get some kills. Maybe he was there for one team fight, but before he's able to farm freely afterwards. Before that too. And
Look at top.
Ooh, misery. He's gonna be able to be fine. Yeah, Puppy's not gonna be able to chase that. And actually, there's a tier 2 tower still standing here.
Yep, that's free gold.
That is free gold, and they will take it. They have 4 heroes for a tier 1 tower. Maybe wanting to push the tier 2 tower afterwards as well, as they of course do have the Ravage up once again. The only one not here is, well, they're gonna trade tower for that then. Dagger still hitting on the cost.
They might be able to defend this tier 2, I think they will, yeah.
Yeah, they will. TPs are in. Chases are being set. Gosh, going off. Is there gonna be a Ravage though? Sonic Wave. There was no pipe up for him, so he did take a lot of damage from that one. And Lacoste is gonna be backing off. And it's gonna BKB TP. The only thing you can do in this case.
Yeah. And I like that poor Quap. Quap sheeped him and then ulted him right away, so it took out the sheep immediately with Crack and Shell. It's kind of funny.
Ouch. Well, at least she didn't die. And there was I really thought that Tidehunter was gonna try to ravage them.
Me too, but I think he saw the Spectre stopped chasing. He was back to the tier 2 tower, so it would have been in vain effort.
True. No damage to follow up on that one. Because we have another sheepstick being built by Windrunner. I think they do need a lot of sheepsticks, especially just to make sure that Spectre can't do anything. Maybe well, since she has a Vanguard right now, needs 2 sheeps to actually go down.
Yep, definitely. They can't let Spectre be mobile in team fights. If Spectre's mobile, he'll just run Rampage on him.
Yep. Can't have that. Broodmother actually having his butterfly completed right now. So that is quite fast.
And Dendy just picked up his BKB, so a lot of big items just being picked up.
Yeah, just show people this graph, because of course there's a lot of people always wanting to watch that, and I can't click on every hero the whole time, so I'm just opening the item screen, and we see the butterfly completed indeed. See the sheepstick? Yeah, I'm there. Disruption. Stun straight afterwards, and that is one dead Earthshaker, even though he still used his Echo Slam.
He used his Echo Slam. That was a really poor idea. So now when he does come back alive, they still won't be able to defend.
Nope.
They're gonna go.
They're going to tower. They don't have a fortification anymore either. There's gonna be some spiralings to help out actually, but tower goes down. And Light of Heaven has Ravage once again.
Yep. And I think this is, and they won't be able to push base though because Havost is back defending top, so Navi should get back mid right now.
Well, they have, he has the Haunt, so he could go over there. Oh, Puppy! Gonna drop his jam, but Ravage there to take care of something at least. He's being stunned, or is he? Sonic Wave going through, Crystal Main actually going down. Power Shot will finish off Light of Heaven. Shackle landing on the Venomous, but he doesn't have mana for his Poison Nova anyway, and BKB on Dandy won't help. Well, he won't get hit by that anyway. Lacoste is just gonna TP out. He was forced out of his base and then was forced back to TP in. That is just really painful, but the most important thing, tier 3 tower still standing.
Yep, that is, but Spectre now has his Master or just Reaver, I guess now. And he TP'd into that fight a little bit late. I think they could have picked up a few more kills, but it was a 2-for-2 trade. Both team lost both their supports.
Yeah, Crystal Main actually already back up once again. Cause she is
level 9, not even double digits.
I was thinking, why don't I see anybody dead again on CLG? But that's because they're just so low. And of course, very important, the gem did drop on Shadow Demon, but it got picked up, I believe. Oh wow, by the Shrek. Yeah, bottom lane. Oh, of course. What are you gonna do? Is he gonna be able to get away from this one? I don't think so. Queen of Pain Shot will do the job and get it done. And they're gonna kill off Illusion of Leshrac, of which they thought it was the real one, probably.
And that was only a Quap and a Broodmother, and Spectre actually had his heart right there, and they still took him down reasonably quick, so there's still hope for CLG.
Yeah, and that's the Butterfly doing his job, I believe, on the Broodmother. Just making sure that there is. And actually, Queen of Pain picking up with BKB as well, so she won't get stunned by the Ravage anymore either. So the more BKBs we see up on CLG, the less effect the Ravage will have. And of course Poison Nova as well, even though last two fights Venomancer did not have enough mana to pop his Poison Nova, even though he does have a lot of stick charges, but has not used it anyway.
Yeah. And,
even though they won it. Yeah, sorry.
At the beginning, no, you're good. At the beginning of that team fight, that shackle shot on Puppy and Tide was so it's been really the first shackle shot I've seen all game that's really, I just haven't seen many, I guess.
Well, it did give them the initiation to actually take the advantage there, because that was their go signal, and Poppy went down so fast as well. Picked up a Vitality booster, I believe, straight after that, or either the Bracer or the Vitality booster wasn't there before, so he got something, just like, oh, okay, I need more HP.
Yep.
Got it instantly.
Invisibility.
And now I think we're going to see a little bit of turtle from both teams until the next Roshan's up, and that could be a deciding factor.
Yep. And, of course, well, both teams will want the Roshan, both teams won't want the other one to get Roshan, and of course all the abilities will be up again, even though they're up again as well now. But they want to have it up for Roshan. It's only 1 minute away, so it's not that much time that we will have to wait for that kind of action. And Earthshake actually having enough mana for his Blink deck if he really wants to now.
Yep, and he will, I think.
He should, because he has been very trigger happy on his Echo Slam.
He has.
So he kind of wants that, yeah.
Kind of a weird thing. There's no drums of endurance on either team, which is kind of weird to see.
Well, not having those players that really want to go for that. We see the gem actually being back on the Shadow Demon right now.
He bought a new one, yeah.
No, Leshrac gave it to him, because Leshrac was the one that picked it up. Yeah. And he actually picked up, and as in Leshrac picked up Boots of Travel. He has his Bloodstone, he has Boots of Travel, he has a BKB. He is set. He's done.
Yes. He'll probably go for a sheep stick next, knowing that he's pretty fine in the way of survival. So.
Yeah, and only if his BKB runs out and he's still slowed by the Broodmother or something, then he'll be able to force staff himself out. That would be indeed a very good option, as we don't really have a force staff on anybody right now, do we? Well, Windrunner, of course, yeah.
Obviously.
That's the only one. Normally you'll see a Shadow Demon with a force staff, but not even that this time. He's playing pure support.
Yep.
And Roshan is back up.
They were actually, Navi was going to do it, but there was one spawn Spiderling in the Roshan pit, so they couldn't do anything.
So both teams know it's up. Yep. We do see Navi move towards it again as, well, CLG making the move, like trying to find a hero to catch out, trying to find a kill, just so they have the advantage and can go for Roshan unhindered. But not really finding anybody in these jungles, as of course Navi's on the other side, as we can see, but of course, oh, Navi wanted to do exactly the same at Lacoste, BKB, TP out.
Yeah.
And is he gonna be back in time? That's the question.
Look at Habo's top now, he's gonna get picked off, 100%.
Sonic Wave, Frostbite, he's not gonna be able to get away from that one. Focus Fire there too, Misery getting the last hit.
Better luck next life.
No buyback.
And Navi actually doesn't care. Like, screw Spectre, let's get Roshan.
This could be Navi's demise doing this. Spectre has no buyback, and yep, they're gonna back out.
Yeah. Why does Spectre have no buyback? What did she pick up?
She's had the heart for a while, and she just hasn't been able to farm anywhere since then, I don't think. Because she died bottom, went top, and now she died top a minute later, so...
True. This Broodmother build...
It's working for him.
Yeah, picking up a crystal is gonna go for Daedalus then, most likely. It's just like the hard carry, you gotta have something against Spectre, I guess.
Yep.
And Broodmother being the obvious choice for that. Next to maybe a Queen of Pain, Queen of Pain being a bit more utility right now.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Both teams knowing that the fight that could happen any moment will give the other team the Roshan. And of course Navi doesn't really want to fight it yet, but they want to keep CLG busy.
Yeah, they might start heading up to... Now it looks like both teams are going to back up. CLG knows in 5 seconds Spectre will be up and he can just teleport to the fight.
Yeah.
So we'll back out.
Everything, even though Misery's still gonna land a power shot, just do some damage on the people, making sure that lane doesn't get pushed out that far.
Oh, Blink on Tidehunter now too, so we're gonna... He's gonna be able to set up a nice initiation.
And V actually gonna go for a Roshan once again, and don't mind being caught out doing so. I mean, the Spiderling saw it happen, so everybody of CLG will know it's happening too.
And they're all heading there. Lacoste's a little out of position. I think but now he's coming. This is...
One blinking Earthshaker. Oh, they're gonna go out again. Venomancer might be caught out of position there, but Lacoste, do you really want to go there? So get to the Demonic Purge on him. There's the BKB off him. As the Leshrac just killed on the Crystal Maiden. Frostbite, who cares about that one? You can still cast spells. Lacoste is gonna drop here too. Double kill for Dandy. And that will give Navi the edge that they needed to take care of that one. As we see Vor still turning into a piglet, but he doesn't care. He has his team backing him up.
Yeah. They're still going to be able to defend. Lacoste didn't use his BKB, which might have been why he went down, but now he'll have it up for right now, and they might still be able to stop Roshan here.
Oh, Blinken, Echo Slam! Miracle doing what he really wants to do. Just not getting anything off it though. He's gonna go down. Dandy taking the last hit. Unstoppable now. Sonic Wave going through. Ravage not caring because there was a BKB up. Lacoste has pumped his BKB now, so, well, it's already off again, so he's already on the run once again, and Dandy will get another kill. Actually, Venomancer picking that one up as Puppy still goes down to Pycat, but still. Navi winning another fight. Taking down everybody that comes into their pit.
Oh, and look at Misery, doesn't actually think Ghost will come.
He's gonna have to wind run away from that one. It's just scaring him off. They want to have Roshan more than they want to have Misery.
Yeah.
And they will be able to. There we go.
Roshan has
And if
fallen
Spectre was hard to kill before, she's harder to kill now. Now you have to do it twice.
I'm thinking, what is Spectre going to go for next? She might actually go for a Butterfly, seeing that Broodmother went for a Daedalus instead of a Monkey King bar, meaning he'll have complete evasion over the Brood, because Daedalus doesn't work like Monkey King bar.
Oh, giving that pierce damage from MKB. And of course, she's gonna be first a Windrunner too, and you want to be able to hit a Windrunner when she's Windrunning, so MKB would be a really good choice right now for her.
So we're, yeah, either an MKB or a Butterfly, pretty sure.
And she's gonna be having enough farm too with that Radiant. She'll farm up the lane fast enough.
And what do you think Quap's gonna get right now? 5.5k on her.
Ouch! Well, I don't know, she has not been dying all that much. I mean, she's 12 for 3, but she has not been putting out that much damage either, so maybe she wants something more damage-like, because they do need that.
Yeah.
I mean, they have the gold advantage, still only 1k, but they don't, I mean, in this case, if it goes to late game, they're gonna be outpicked. Their strategy for ending it fairly early did not work.
Yeah, and this is one of the things why people always ask for golden experience.
MKB, sorry.
MK, is it?
Yeah.
That's a good choice. People always ask for that experience in gold graphs. I don't think, like in a game like this, I don't think it tells the story. I think Navi is in complete control. Navi is in complete control of this game right now, and they are losing actually in the gold graph. So.
Well, that's just because there's more heroes farming on CLG than there are on Navi. Of course, they only have a Vorst farming, but they only need him farming.
Yeah, Dendy might actually... Oh, he almost got spotted by that Windrunner bottom.
Ah, power shot too slow. Oh well. Sheepstick also on the Windrunner completed now, by the way. So we did see that earlier, but we saw it getting built. Don't know if we saw it completed yet.
And the Veil of Discord on Veno, that's interesting.
He want to have his poison nova to have the most effect. Of course, the Radiance does have that pipe, I believe. No, they don't have a pipe. Actually, I was wrong about Queen of Pain going for MKB. She just picked up the Daedalus. Just off the bat.
Choice, yeah. And apparently, some teams swear to Daedalus, some swear to MKB.
Oh, nice shackle, but they don't really can't. Oh, they want to go in on that Echo Slam. Not really doing all that much though. Fisher, Arsad is gonna be locked in place. Gonna still pop with this. Oh, that was a bit of Discord or a Ravage. Tidons are getting a double kill for that one. Sonic Waves are going through. He might actually go down for this one, but Queen of Pain blinking in. Yeah, Light of Heaven dropping there. Is Arsad gonna die too? Poppy taking a lot of damage. Is gonna go down too, but there's a force saving the day. Disruption there too on the Queen of Pain will be enough. Yes, it will be. Shadow Demon taking the last hit for that one. And that is 4 for 1. Actually, yeah, because Arsad not dying and Poppy not dying either.
5 for 1 actually. Windrunner just bought back.
Oh, and she is gonna get killed off again from what it looks like. Pops her mech though, but looks like they want to chase her. Dandy in the meantime not caring much about teamfights, he just wants power.
And I can't believe Arzard didn't die there. Wow.
Yeah, exactly. Misery is gonna be in a lot of misery right now. She got taken out. I bet that joke has been made like zillions of times. I did it again.
Maybe. I mean,
Maybe.
you got to think of a little more clever way to say, you know.
Yeah.
That way you'll be the best.
He's in misery. Oh well. We got a tower going down. We got barracks going down. I mean, they can't really do anything against it because there's just so much power from Na'Vi, and the damage on the radius just came too late. I mean, it's nice that they now have 2 Daedalus up. Oh well, actually Broodmother does not have it up yet, but it's not enough. And they rotate down to the middle lane. They're gonna take this tier 3 tower too. Might actually think about taking... Oh, Aki is out of position. Gonna get caught out so much. Spectre taking the kill. Just needs to stand there and takes it. And there goes the tower. This will probably mean that we will see a GG soon from CLG, as I don't see a way for them to get back from this one. It's
There
just
is
too much.
no way.
Look at the gold on Spectre.
Yep.
7k. 7k gold. And we actually have Leshrac picking up an Aghanims. Just because he could. 3.4k gold still up on him, and they just rotate down to the bottom tower.
Yep, they're just gonna take all 3 Raxes right now.
Yeah, Fisher still landing, but you know, it's just delaying the inevitable right now. Lacoste gonna come in too. Actually wants to go for this one. Takes a gush though, changes his mind. He's gonna back off again. BKB Echo Slam, but oh, and there was the Veil of Discord once again. Queen of Pain still killing up Leshrac, so that is something. But he still picked up the Earthshaker. Yeah, she picked up the Earthshaker. Broodmother gonna take a gush. Is he gonna be able to stay alive from this one? No. Venomance is taking a hit. Power Stones are going through, but not doing anything. CLG at a loss of what to go for. And 12 stocks on the Leshrac's Bloodstone will make sure that he is up already again. And it has Boots of Travel, so he will be here shortly again. And there's a GG call. So that is Na'Vi taking a game over the number 1. Oh, what a ravage. Over the number 1 in the standings of the ProDota2 League. And I think it isn't gonna put them at the top spot, but I do believe this might drop CLG 1 spot down.
I think, yeah, it'll drop them. I think Mouse might pass them with this loss on them.
Exactly.
And that, yeah, that was just, the game was, CLG was ganking solo heroes, but when it came to team fights, Na'Vi just completely dominated them, was pretty much the story.
Yep. And not even because of the Ravage, and of course Ravage was a good help for that one, but...
Yeah.
It was just a combination of everything. CLG getting caught out, trying to gank, but then getting counter-ganked, outnumbered. And we're gonna have, by the way, we're gonna have a game between CLG and M5 straight after this one. So stay tuned. My name is Shiver. I'm a Gosu Gamers netcaster. Check out GosuGamers.net for esports information, and check out my website, shivergaming.com. And Grant, do you have any shoutouts?
Just shout out to DStylistic, aka facebook.com/ultrazyn. And nadota.com. That's it. If you're an American player and you need somewhere to go, go there.
Okay.